Anytime there's a new building technology, it's good to do the test because then you can understand really how it's going to perform in real life.
All right, we're out.
The intent was to run a fire in an earthquake damaged building to see what would happen to the structural system should a fire start after an earthquake. We reached temperatures of about 1,000 degrees centigrade. So what's happening is that the gypsum wall that provides the fire protection against the structural system degrades under those temperatures and starts to fall off. So the issue is if it falls completely off during a fire, then you could compromise the structural stability and the building could collapse.
It went up to 850, now it's 730.
That's because we have burning into the other rooms.
We had a lot of thermocouple sensors in the cracks of the compartment from the earthquake damage, so that we could see where from the earthquake there was more significant damage than would be in the normal compartment.
You can really tell, I mean, the things like over here it's almost pristine, but in that quadrant it's really sooty, so you had to breach around the edge there.
All of our building codes that we have to enforce as a jurisdiction rely on testing like this in order to advance our science and our understanding of how buildings perform in both earthquakes and in fire events.
At the end of the day, ultimately what we're doing with these tests is we're trying to make it safer for occupants of the building and for people responding to this fire so that they can safely get in, do their job, and get out.
When you're out here, the floor is pretty solid, but in the corridor you have more give because you're really standing only on the metal plate. Because the gypsum has, at that point, lost all its integrity, so it's not providing any more strength. You were basically just walking on sheet steel run over the steel joists.
To see fire coming out of a big window up on a 6-story building and in a structure that's not a traditional structure. This is an all metal framed building with just drywall over the framing. So to see how this building holds up under fire conditions and what was could be presented to firefighters showing up was invaluable.
There's this real problem with standard fire tests that are used for product certification don't give a real picture of actual fire performance. So it gives us a lot of good data to really plan forward and maybe even change some of the building codes.